today we all met for our closeout breakfast, and it was an opportunity where leaders from the partner organizations were sitting around a table with current board fellows, but then also prospective board fellows for next year. It was, again, an opportunity to share the projects that we've been working on, and it was also an opportunity to help prospective board fellows get an understanding of what the course of the year will look like, both from the board fellows perspective, but also from the partner organization perspective. And I think that helps really make the program more efficient in the future.
Well, you know, I think it's really great anytime that folks who are more familiar with the for-profit community have a chance to get inside and really get to know the nonprofit community. So, you know, particularly at the sort of beginning stages when someone is in graduate school and they're really kind of learning their own pathway, to also have that sensitivity and awareness to the needs, the function, the governance, you know, all the aspects of what makes nonprofits work. I think it just sets us up to have a lot more interaction between us.
If I think back about what I've learned the last year going through the Foxborough Fellows experience, I have two major takeaways. The first one is how different nonprofit organizations are from profit organizations. The second takeaway is that there are very specific dynamics going on in boards on nonprofit organizations that are very interesting, but sometimes maybe also challenging to deal with.
The idea that nonprofits don't require the same business strategies, the same financial management and so on is an old idea. It doesn't work that way. An organization, to be effective, really needs to understand the full range of business activities, not just financial, human resource management, strategy development, tactical measurement of outcomes and so on. So it's exactly the same skill set, it just brought to a different type of an organization.
There are probably three areas that we use the Fox Fellow, and probably the major one was in terms of our board development. Ballyx was a company that was formed 10 years ago, and we were transitioning from a Friends of board to a governing board. And of course, one of the things that you need to do in that arena is actually bring in board members who experience with governance. So our Fox Fellow did a significant amount of research for us in terms of what does a board member bring to a board that is in transition. And Mary did an excellent job in terms of helping us identify those things that were necessary to look for in a board member.
My advice to future Fox Board Fellows would probably be to kind of stay flexible and encourage the organization to stay flexible with regard to the project plan, because adjustments might be necessary as you get into it. I know we have had to make a lot of adjustments in terms of priorities and just checking in regularly to kind of change course or refocus in order to do what is going to be most valuable and provide the most benefit.
My biggest takeaway was that it's really tough out there for nonprofit organizations, competing for funding, for resources, for talent. And I think as a recent graduate and as an MBA student, it's really important that we spend our time giving back to our communities and giving back to nonprofit organizations that really are in need for our help.
I think the beauty of the program is that it's divided into multiple components, and you get this mixture of the in the classroom academic experience where you're going through course and you have homework and you really can kind of there's a research paper and you really get into that, but then at the same time you're doing a project for the organization, so you're really seeing and getting a flavor for how nonprofit organizations are running, but then you're also sitting on in a position on the board, which gives you another, again, real world flavor of what that is like. And so I think as a result, where other classes maybe can come short, this gives you a really great blend of those different types of experiences.